Hello students, my name is Prerna and I'm your EVS teacher. And today from your book Enviro, we are going to be reading chapter number 7. So let us find out what this chapter is all about. So as I already told you, this is chapter number 7 and the name of the chapter is Roots of Plants. So we are going to study about what exactly is a root and what are the different kinds of roots. Plants need water to help them grow and to make food in their leaves. A plant has two main systems. What are these two main systems? The first one is the shoot system and the second is the root system. While the shoot grows above the soil, the root grows below the soil. So, we have spoken about two main systems. The first one, shoot, and the second one is root. Now, as per the definition, the shoot system, it grows above the soil and root system grows below the soil. So, here is something that I have to show to all of you. Can you see what am I holding? I'm holding a plant, right? So, this portion that you see, what is this portion? This is the shoot system or the root system? This is the shoot system, all right? And now, if you have a look at this, can you see what are these? These are the roots of the plant. So, if you have some spare bottles in your house, you can also grow plants like this. So, you see there's some mud, there's some water. So, these are the roots of the plant. So, this is the root system and this is the shoot system. All right. And you can see such plants at your home also. Then it says, more importantly, it absorbs water. We're talking about the root system here. It absorbs water and minerals from the soil. And in this chapter, we are going to study about the root system. See, here is a diagram also given which tells you the shoot system and this is the root system. Now, the roots grow deep into the soil and form the root system. See, if I'm supposed, if we are to understand what exactly are roots. Roots are like the legs of the plant. So, if how do you stand? How do you stand straight? Because of your legs, right? So, these roots are like that legs, like that base of a plant, which hold the plant in the ground. In this, plants need water to grow and to make their food through photosynthesis. The root hair absorb water and minerals from the soil and send them up to the rest of the plant. So, these roots that you see here, all right, as of now, I put this plant in water, but the moment I put it in a pot, in a clay pot maybe, or in a wooden pot, what's going to happen, I'm going to put in some soil in it or put in some khad or in it. So I'm going to put this plant there. So these roots, they are going to absorb minerals from that soil, which will be sent to the above portion of the plant so that it can grow, it can blossom. Now there are two types of roots. So till now what we have studied, that roots, they are like the base of the plant which hold it tightly or firmly on the ground. And any plant is divided into two parts. So you have the shoot system which is above the soil and you have the root system which is below the ground, and the main function of the roots is to take minerals from the soil and send it above so that the shoot system blossoms, it grows well. So now we are going to talk about two types of roots. The first is tap roots. The tap root is the main root of a plant that grows downwards. It may or may not have branch roots. Small hair-like roots grow from the sides of a taproot. Most tall trees have an extremely well-developed taproot. Some plants like carrot, radish, turnip, beetroot, etc. have taproots. So you see, what is this? This is a radish, and you see these small hair-like structure. What are these? Tap roots. All right. And then you have fibrous roots, which you commonly see mostly in grass that is there in the park. The fibrous root does not go very deep into the soil. It has many branches that spreads sideways. You can see these branches, these roots which are going sideways. These branches hold soil particles together and prevent soil erosion. What is soil erosion? Soil erosion, in simple words, is when the soil loses its qualities, or when soil loses its fertility. That is soil erosion. All types of grasses have fibrous roots. Some plants like rice, wheat, etc. have fibrous roots. So what is the example of taproot? Radish, carrot, beetroot, all these are taproot. And fibrous, you have wheat, you have rice and other grasses. Then there are some special type of roots. Let's see what are these. Most plants have fibrous root system or taproot system. However, there are some plants which have roots which perform other functions in addition to the absorption of water and minerals and holding the plants in the ground. So let us see what exactly are these special roots. You have water storing roots. So there are some roots whose main function is to hold water or to store water. These roots store water, making it easier for plants to survive long during dry summer months. Pumpkin and gourd are such roots. What is a gourd? Have you seen a loki? That's called a gourd. And so you can see pumpkin, this has the water storing roots. Then you have aerial roots. What is the meaning of the word aerial? Something related to sky. Something which is above at a very high level. So from the photograph itself, you can see such roots start growing from the branches reaching the ground. So aerial means something which is above, high above. So these roots come from above and they are attached to the branches. So a banyan tree is a typical example of aerial roots. Then you have propagating. So what is the meaning of the word propagate? It means to produce more of oneself. So there are some plants which have roots which help in further growth. Propagative roots help the plant to produce more of itself. Many plants produce buds along the roots that grow near the surface of the ground. And then example are given. Suckers or aerial stems with rootlets develop from these buds. The new plant can be separated from the original plant and can grow independently. Cherry or strawberry is a good example. So I'll just explain it once again. Propagating roots are the roots which help to grow more plant from the existing plant. So there's a cherry plant, it will have propagating roots. Now these roots can be separated from the main cherry plant, and when these roots are planted somewhere else, you will have another cherry plant. So this is what propagating roots are is all about. Then you have buttress roots. Buttress roots are big roots on all sides of the tree. So have you seen such trees? These are the trees which have buttress roots. They are the roots of tropical trees in rainforests where soils are poor, so roots don't go deep. The soil is not good enough. So these roots, they are generally above the soil. They support the plant and allow it to take in more nutrients. Then you have food storing roots. So like we had water storing, now we have food storing roots. In certain plants, the roots or parts of the root system are enlarged in order to store large quantities of starch and other carbohydrates such as sweet potatoes and yams. Carrots, beetroots, turnip, and other examples that have food storage roots. Sometimes there is acute water shortage owing to scanty rainfall. So sometimes if there is very less rainfall, so uh, some plants they lack water which is required for the growth. Lack of water leads to crop failure, which in turn leads to storage of food. Storage roots such as sweet potato, yam, and tapioca can be very useful in such situation and help people survive. These foods are useful in times of food storage. It is important to protect roots of all trees. Like I told you, if you have pain in your leg or if you have hurt your leg, can you stand straight or can you stand very easily? No. So is the case of the plants. So if their roots are not strong enough, the plant or the tree is likely to fall. Pavement do not allow oxygen to pass into the soil. Care must be taken to leave at least 2 feet of uncovered ground around trees so that the water and air can reach the roots. So, here is something I want all of you to do after studying this chapter. Think about a plant or think about a tree that you would like to see growing over years. Plant it maybe in your garden area or maybe in a park near you and see how the roots go into the soil and how the plant actually grows very beautifully. And there's a small activity that I do every year. Every year on my birthday, I plant one tree. I've been doing this for about 10 years now, 10 to 12 years now. So imagine how much you will give to the nature, how much you'll be nice to the nature by planting so many trees every year. And it's a beautiful experience, it's a beautiful feeling to see that plant growing. So thank you so much. I hope all of you enjoyed reading this chapter. Thank you.